keep him away from the ball.
Hands it off to David Johnson. Tries to break it to the outside. A stiff arm. And a strong carry by a strong ball carrier.
See what happens.
Second down and 10. This is David Johnson. Cuts it back to the inside. And slow to walk back to the sideline. Play fake again. And the catch, cut. Evades a tackle as Johnson.
Quan Alexander right here. Look at that. Not here, sir. No, thank you. Then watch his acceleration. 0 to 60. They're pretty good.
And a handoff. Buccaneers trail 24-7. First possession offensively in the second half for Carson Palmer. He comes out throwing. Dumps it off to Johnson, and look out. Looking for a block from Floyd. He got that. And now looking for the end zone. And run out of bounds inside the 25.
Greatest to ever grace a field.
I tell you what, Charles, I think for a lot of us in our 50s, what a throw that is. And a catch by Johnson.
He can't run like David Johnson. Carson Palmer knows that's where it's going the whole way. That's a matchup that they'll take.
Here's Johnson. They hand it to Johnson, left side. Been a great player. Here's Johnson. Lowers his head. 2nd and 6. Johnson left side. And a nice run. Knocked down right at the marker. Good answer by Arizona. 10th play of the drive. 1st and goal. Johnson. Still driving. Inside the 1. Extra offensive lineman in. And into the end zone for the touchdown is David Johnson. David Johnson, left side.
Does the best. They're going to have the advantage in this game, and he has stuck true to running the football.
And he's got a first down with 2 runs to start this drive, which began at the 6.
A lot differently than it currently does.
3 consecutive carries by Johnson, and he breaks loose for 11. And they keep feeding him. 5 straight carries by Johnson, another first down. Here's Johnson to the 35. David Johnson has got 3 runs of 10 or more yards on this drive and 1 of 9, so he's chewing up some yardage. Here's Johnson, who has got over 50 yards on this drive. They keep feeding him. 2nd and 3. Here's some more. Not this time.
Was really shocked at practice on Friday, just the size. He's a big physical corner.
Here is a good throw, and out of the backfield, it's David Johnson. Johnson right side, cuts upfield.
To try to flip momentum and come away with points for the end of this half.
Here's a handoff to Johnson for a first down. 3rd down and 6. Quick throw, what a catch. There's Johnson. That's where Palmer went, and he shows just how good his hands are. On the ground with David Johnson right side. And the Cardinals start at their own 38, down by 10. Johnson cuts back. Last play of the quarter, and it's Johnson on a catch out across the 30. With a hit on Bradford and a wildcat. Here's Johnson, and he's going to fight for a first down. Delayed handoff to Johnson. 3rd and 8. Palmer gets rid of it, finds Johnson. He's got a first down. And Harrison Smith can't bring down the big running back, David Johnson. Palmer guns it. Pass caught. Touchdown, Johnson. Palmer wasn't ready for the snap. Here is Johnson on the catch.
Of an injured Carson Palmer back then. Here's a first play handoff, and look at David Johnson just driving ahead.
David Johnson, well, we met him last night. He's a big dude for a running back in the NFL.
And a new set of downs as they were pinned inside the 5 and able to get out of there. Now here's Johnson bouncing around, and he's got another big gainer. Johnson off the right side and slicing in.
Pushes off 1, gets to the next.
Up to 80 yards carry and 17 carries. Make it 18 carries for a lot more. Look at Johnson taking a defender with him with that 18th attempt.
Well, they worried about that time Ahmad Brooks up the field because he was worried about the quarterback keep. So that and the fact that the offensive line just pushed everybody to the left opened up that big hole for Johnson.
So that takes away a 16-yard gain. 2nd and 20. First down run. Johnson galloping for a moment and all the way across the 40. And a tight end in there, Gresham. As well as Johnson's receptions. And back, speaking of Johnson,
A whole tree.
there he is again. And he leaps across for another score. David.
Protected, floating for an open Johnson, and David has it out of bounds with a first down across the 46-yard line.
What you're going to see here, I mean, David Johnson, he's lined up just outside of the edge of the tackle, so you kind of know that he's going out for a route, but this is what sprung it. Clearly within the 1-yard line of scrimmage. Good play by Arizona.
Palmer in trouble and floats it for David Johnson, who makes the catch at the 26-yard line of New Orleans.
Well, great catch by David Johnson, but I'm telling you what, this is an impossibly good play by Carson Palmer. Watch him come out of this play fake, and Roman Harper's right in his face, and then improvisation by Carson Palmer, finding David Johnson running down the field against Craig Robertson. Nice play.
Yeah, by Johnson, yet an 11-year veteran in Harper chasing a 14-year veteran in Palmer, who got it away to 1st and goal. McCary, David Johnson plowing into the end zone for a Cardinal touchdown. 16 touchdowns this year for Johnson.
Well, assuming we get a converted extra point here, what a nice drive by the Arizona Cardinals to tie this football game. Just methodical, doing all the right things. I like the way that they relied on the running game here. David Johnson bringing his influence to bear on this drive as a receiver and as a runner. And if Chandler Catanzaro can convert here.
He's missed 4 extra points this year. Remember, this is a 33-yard kick with Matt Weil as the holder, and they're just confirming the scoring play. The booth wants to review it, ruled a touchdown on the field, and want to make sure that that is accurate.
Well, if that's the picture they get, there's not enough anything in there to say that he did not score.
Next in line, David Johnson is loose inside the 30.
Man,
he's got a Cardinal first. That was like a freight train. Shifting gears.
Yeah, you know, this guy's good.
13-yard pickup.
I swear he does so many things. He gets a good block by his right guard right there, but it's the breaking the tackles, the jump cutting. The guy's never not in motion. His feet are always moving. He's impossible to get a square hit on, which is very hard to say against a guy that's that big.
And a new Cardinal record with the most scrimmage yards in a season as he's fighting to get more to the 25-yard line of the Saints.
Well, he came into this drive. He had only had 13 touches on the day, and I think was only about 17 yards away before this drive at getting his second, or his 14,
he's over 100.
Yeah, 100 combined yards, and so he does get it. I mean, the guy is a special player, continues to show it week in and week out.
First 14 games to start the season of 100 yards or more from scrimmage, and he doesn't look tired. Moving past Edgerrin James, an all-time mark. Carey. David Johnson, first down. David Johnson, touchdown.
Another great drive by the Arizona Cardinals here. Great balance again in the run game, in the pass game. I don't know that I have seen Carson Palmer look this good in a while. He's getting some good protection, but his runner is taking care of him right here. Watch the run to the left side here, and we talked about this change on the offensive line, but Larry Fitzgerald, number 11 in your screen, you know.
David Johnson, when you talk about how to describe him, I know the 49ers have done
a nice job. We heard everything from a little Marshall Faulk, a little Edgerrin James. Bruce Arians said sometimes he runs like Marcus Allen. He can catch the ball.
I can't compare him to anybody. I've not seen a guy run like he does. He's got this little, I don't even know what it is, like a stutter hesitation in his running style that puts defenders on edge and stops their feet. He just runs around them. He's good, man. He's really good.
Palmer is pass complete middle of the field. Johnson still going inside the 40 of San Francisco. Palmer for David Johnson. It's a touchdown. Cardinals.
It's a big game for the Cardinals.
David Johnson. And David Johnson gets down near the goal line. Are they going to call it touchdown? Cardinals.
Win for you when you need him.
10 catches, 99 yards for Fitzgerald. And that's David Johnson trying to stiff arm. He gets to the 31 with that catch. David Johnson on first down. There's a big, strong push across the 31-yard line. Carson Palmer underneath to David Johnson. And he leans forward, falling at the 49. 3rd and 8. Palmer rolling and throwing, and right on target, David Johnson.
Responsible for that miss.
David Johnson making it a little bit easier.
2nd down, they'll throw it to him. He's got it inside the 5. And he's down just shy of the goal line. First down, here come the Cardinals. Here's David Johnson, 3rd in the league in rushing. And he breaks through the hole. He's got a first down all the way out near the 39. Certainly alive in this playoff chase. And there's Johnson. First down and more. Get it to David Johnson. It seems to work. And he's down to the 22 after picking up 15.
You might want to cover the guy.
Here's Johnson. They get it. Break a tackle inside the 10. And David Johnson is trucking his way through this Atlanta defense. 4-man rush. They dump it over the middle. Johnson, and he sneaks inside the 10. Been out there a couple of times. So he's out there a lot now. David Johnson, no one out there. I mean, wide open, and Johnson just high steps his way out to midfield. I don't know where anybody was on that one, but he picks up 25.
Now, sometimes this game just makes you wonder. They've come off their bye week.
Palmer, 4-man rush, but pressure unloads to Johnson, and David Johnson.
Their season's in front of them.
Well, they need this for sure. This is Johnson, only his 2nd touch. Tied for 4th in the NFL in sacks. 3rd and long over the middle. It's Johnson. He needs to get across the 45, and look at this effort. David Johnson does it. That's unbelievable. It looked like he was going to be stopped about 8 yards shy, but he picks up the first down and ends up gaining 21. On 2nd down, they get rid of it. A nice catch and a touchdown. David Johnson picked it off the ground and brought it home.
To stay on his feet, and the pitch going to David Johnson. Talked about him as a dual asset back and nearly gets the first down. Johnson is lined up as a receiver on the left side, close to the line. And here is Carson Palmer, and the pass is going to be caught by Johnson, and it will be a first down. 2nd down and 10. And on the delay, they give it to Johnson, and Johnson straight ahead with another first down, but fumbles. He had the first down, and he gets to the 29-yard line, but lost the ball. Well, the Redskin defense has been on the field a long time, and they're going to go to Johnson again. He gets hit. That's in for the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, it should be the David Johnson show, because if you have a star running back like David Johnson, feed him the football. First of all, good vision to cut away from Compton filling, and you see how he turned his shoulders to make himself small right there. He turns his shoulders right there, does a good job of surging in.
2nd down and 10. He had some time there, and the pass is caught by David Johnson, who will be a couple of yards shy of the first down. Cardinals have 1 timeout left, nearly a half a minute to go. Palmer completes the pass. David Johnson, and he gets inside the 20-yard line. First down, and this time they give it to Johnson, and a good run, getting close to 9 yards. Pass caught by Johnson. First down out of bounds. First down on the 43. And the handoff to Johnson. Look at the stutter step by Johnson. And he gets to about the 30-yard line before Will Blackman makes the tackle in a gain of 13.
You're going to see Fitzgerald come into your screen right now. And as soon as he comes in, all these guys should be playing run, and they do. And a great job by Ulrich, flipping his hips, cutting off Will Compton, creating that open space in David Johnson. Beautiful burst through the hole. The guys have for each other.
Second down and 5 and a first down and maybe a touchdown, and it is David Johnson.
We need to start talking about David Johnson as becoming an MVP in this league because they create ways to get him the football. Ulrich, number 75, does a great job of getting downfield for a big offensive lineman. And David Johnson showing the burst.
They're on their own 34. Fourth down and less than 1. And they're going to go, and they're going to run it, and they're going to get it. And it's Johnson. Fourth down and 1 on their own 34-yard line. Hungry for a victory.